Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Vic, aka Mr. Glass. We are done simulating. Oh my goodness, we won with Brees Hall Offensive Rookie of the Year. That is a huge, huge deal for us. The Packers beat the Chargers in the Super Bowl. And we are ready to upgrade our players and go into the offseason with style. Carl Lawson, we're going to upgrade his speed rusher since that's what he specializes in. We get +1 speed. Wow. So that's going to make him an 83 speed rush end. We're going to upgrade slot for DJ Reed because there is the chance we get +1 speed for DJ Reed. Wow. Okay. The Madden gods are with us right now. Mekhi Becton, we're going to do a power upgrade for him. I was going to say, if they give us a strength upgrade for him, that's out of this world. Tyler Conklin, who is a tight end that we spent a stupid amount of money for in the offseason, apparently. And he gets a bunch of cool stuff. And Garrett Wilson, I kind of thought he would get Offensive Player of the Year. A rookie, Offensive Rookie of the Year, but he did not. But Garrett Wilson, deep route and spec catch. Both really good upgrades. We don't really care about this guy because he's 30, but we'll keep the theme going and upgrade everybody. That's Green. Ashton Davis, we don't care. We don't care, we don't care, we don't care. Denzel Mims, we don't care. Quincy Wilson. I mean, he's kind of young, so we'll go ahead and upgrade his pass coverage. We need our linebackers to be better in pass coverage for sure. So that's a good +1 zone coverage for him. Eddie Pinero is our kicker. We're going to go with power for him. Hopefully that does him justice. Eddie, +3 kick power. Okay. That's a great one. Alright, so we're just going to kind of look to see Zach Wilson. We're going to go strong arm for him. We want throw power. We want to stop him from having those situations where he's throwing and it's saying it's out of his range. We get him to an 80 overall, which is really cool. He does not get a single throw power, though. He's already at 94. I mean, that's good, but we want him to be in that 95, 96 range. Alright, we got Sauce Gardner here. I mean, we play a lot of zone. So we're just going to keep upgrading his zone. Alright, he's up to a true 80. Elijah. We're going to upgrade Elijah slot. And the reason that we're going to do that is because we run a lot of slants. And he's not really a deep shot receiver, in my humble opinion. So, I mean, he's 5'10". So, I mean, that kind of makes a little sense what I'm saying there. Jordan Whitehead, I don't suspect that he'll be on this team for very much longer. But if he can upgrade in speed, maybe that changes my opinion. We upgrade his hybrid. He's a true 80 overall. He does not get speed. I don't know why a safety would be getting press. But he does. Alright, Jermaine Johnson was our rookie left end. We're going to upgrade his speed rusher. He's a true 76 now. He gets +3 finesse moves, which is great. As true 77, he gets upgrade to finesse and power moves and tackle. Both, all of those are good. We're going to upgrade our line. I mean, we can get a decent line without having to make trades. That would be tremendous. Or sign any big lineman in free agency. I don't know how much cap we're going to have. I'm kind of scared, to be honest. I'm kind of scared to know how much cap we have. Max Mitchell was our rookie left tackle. I mean, we're going to see what we can do about trading some of those bad contracts. Maybe we have a year where our free agency next year isn't the best. But I feel like it's important this year. Quentin Williams goes up 1. I mean, I don't know what you could say about him. He had an okay season. I mean, he got pressure. He stopped some runs. Wasn't Nothing tremendous. He's a superstar now, though. I did just see that. I mean, we're not seeing anybody that has to be upgraded right now. Brees Hall. I mean, only 3, but we'll take those 3. Man, if he can get upgraded for speed, that would be tremendous. And he does. Brees Hall is going to go into next season as a 92 speed running back with no superstar ability, but he is a star. We'll have a chance to upgrade him. Alright, so I believe that that's everybody who needed to be upgraded right now. Yep, I didn't miss anybody, so we're going to go ahead and let Madden decide who gets the upgrades and where they go now. We're going to look at our staff points. I mean, we definitely have to upgrade some things staff-wise. I think, player personnel cost down. And we definitely want our player personnel stuff, because we're going into free agency here. We would not mind signing a safety. Let's see what we got here, guys. We don't need a halfback. We definitely could use some young linebackers. A left end or a right end. I mean, if we see, you know, a Joey Bosa or somebody like that, we would love to bring someone like that in. We don't, I mean, if we see an unbelievable offensive lineman, a young lineman here, we'll take that. We don't have a lot of trade stuff. We don't have a lot of stuff in general. Staff points eat up pretty quickly there. You know, our coaches aren't the best. We didn't do well last year, so we didn't get the amount of XP that we normally would. We're gonna simulate. We're gonna see who we're gonna sign. That's our guys. I need to see how much cap room we have as well. I also need to see what we got as far as tradable assets, because I just don't love where we're at right now. Did anybody on our team retire? Let's see. Doesn't look like anybody on the Jets, so just gonna let that one go. This is what I'm afraid to look at, but we'll see. We have 63 million in cap. We're not signing him. We're not signing him. We're not signing him. I don't feel like I need to sign this guy. I'm not signing Quan. I'm not signing Solomon Thomas. Definitely not signing him. Quincy Wilson's 27. He has no interest in coming back. We have no interest in keeping you. I will try to sign my kicker, just because I don't want to have to bother with trying to get another one. He's still with us, but I'm just not interested in signing a lot of these guys. I mean, look, to be fair, you know, they're probably good players in their own right, but I just don't feel like they're good enough. I feel like, honestly, as far as our offensive line, we can sign this guy, and he'll just be whatever for us. It's 20. I mean, look, like, all these old players, I'm not signing you, dude. I'm just not. Like, don't even ask me. I know we're letting a lot of guys go, but they're old. I need to revamp this roster, even if it means we take a step back next year. I need to revamp this roster. I need to get younger. I need to get faster. And I need to get better. And right now we have a lot of old guys who can't really run, who, you know, we're getting burnt in the secondary. Our safeties are bad. You know, there's a lot of things going on that we don't like to see. Alright, so combine numbers are in. We have a zone corner here. I think we take a look at him. We'll see what his speed is. Solid speed. That ain't it, player. Do we have any pass rushers here, guys? We have a top 5 right tackle. I mean, is there some good strength, Not gonna do it. Let's see. We have a pass rusher that can revolutionize what we're doing. I don't love it. The number one prospect is a right tackle. That tells you everything you need to know about the draft class. I mean, he's a very good right tackle though. Um, I'm I'm not loving it, guys. I have a quarterback here. He's a scrambler. We'll see what his speed is. Great speed, good arm. If he falls to us, maybe. I'm not reaching for him though. I mean, look, Zach Wilson played well, but there was definitely some instances where I wish I could have, had a little bit stronger arm. And I know he's young, but he's also going to be a tremendous trade target if we decide to move on from him. So, you gotta keep that in mind too. But we can look at this wide receiver speed. I don't love his measurables. We don't really see anything in this draft class that's amazing, to be honest. We just don't. Uh, he's a finesse player. Great speed. All right, we'll take a look at Jermaine. Let's see. Speed rusher at left end. Great speed. Okay. Elite acceleration. Great agility. This could be the guy. Alright, we're gonna keep an eye on Peter Pan. Remember I made the joke about Peter Pan in an early episode? That's the guy. A run stopping right end. No. No. It's not what we need. We need pass rushers, guys. A rushing defensive tackle. Great speed for DT. Great strength. I would say definitely a guy we need to keep an eye on. Maybe with that second first round pick, if we decide to keep it, no. Not very good strength player. If we're going to get a lineman in the draft early, he's going to have great to elite strength. Because I believe that's key. We're going to look at this tight end. What if he run? Elite speed tight end. We are definitely going to potentially look into drafting Easton Quincy. He's definitely somebody we need to keep an eye on. A free safety is another guy. If he ran well, no. He did not run well. We're not going to reach for anybody that did not run well. Because we need to get faster on this team. A speed rushing right outside linebacker, no. Everybody, okay. Free safety. We're only looking at the positions of need that we have. He did not run well. We're not reaching. We'll look at this left outside linebacker. Great speed. Pass rusher. Let's take a look at Carlos Leslie. Marginal speed is definitely not going to cut it, guys. Elusive back. We don't need Brian Chamberlain if he didn't run well enough to potentially be generational, so we're not even considering him anymore. Alright, so we've exhausted our first round talents. We'll go back into the draft after we take a look at free agency and see. Oh, I almost simmed past the first week of free agency. That would have been bad. Alright. Oh. Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Derwin James. Derwin James is someone who would come in day one and be the guy on our team. He would be the guy. I think I want to throw all my eggs in that basket, guys. I know there's some good free agent depth that we'll wind up picking up after the blitz of free agency, but I need this guy. I need him. In fact, I need him so much that I'm willing to throw a very friendly offer at him. I'm willing to up him to $13 million with a $9 million per year bonus. I'm willing to go all in. Derwin James, we're going to see. We have the number one offer. We're gonna evaluate the offer. We have signed Derwin James, ladies and gentlemen. And that is an excellent signing for us. I would love to look at Terry McLaurin. I would love it. We have 36 million in cap. I would also love to look at. I mean, we could have bid for Javon Hargrave for a season, but he's not gonna dramatically help us. I would love to look into getting this pass rusher. Dalton Knox has absolutely no interest in us at all. We're gonna throw a very friendly deal into this pass rusher, Marcus Davenport, former New Orleans Saint, I believe. Um, I would throw a flyer out there at. We could have signed C.J. Gardner, who is younger, I think, for less money. But when you get a guy like Derwin James, who's out there in free agency, we know what Derwin James brings to the table for our team. There's no reason to mess around there. We wanted him, and we got him. We definitely could have taken a chance at Jadeveon Clowney, but he's up there in age. We really don't want to bring in too many guys that are old, that are slowing down. I mean, he's one of those type of guys. Tremaine Edmonds or T.J. Edwards, excuse me, not Tremaine Edmonds, not somebody we want. We're not seeing anybody here that we need, honestly. So we're gonna go ahead and see what we do as far as Jadeveon Clowney, or not Jadeveon Clowney, Marcus Davenport. We're simulating the week. Derwin James is huge for us. I'm very excited that we got Derwin James to get rid of Whitehead. Did we pick up Davenport? Okay, okay. So here's the thing. Here's the thing. I understand that you want to go there. I do. I do, bro. I do. But here's the thing, bro. I need you. So what we're going to do is we're going to up your offer significantly and see if we can't turn that negotiation around. We cannot. We cannot. He will probably not sign with us. And that's okay. We still have money to offer other free agents now. Terry McLaurin is going to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Wow. But we locked up Derwin James, who, in my opinion, best pound for pound safety in the league. I'm real happy about that. I wish we would have got the pass rusher, but we did not. That's something that we're going to hopefully address here in the draft. Should I take a flyer on DJ Chark? I think we have enough receiver depth right now to where somebody like Chark is not going to revolutionize our team, and therefore we should not spend the kind of money necessary to get somebody like him. So I'm going to pass. I'm just so happy with the Derwin James signing, guys. I really think he's going to be somebody that we wind up saying, okay, that's a guy who's going to come in and really lead our safety group. Look at these fast corners getting signed so quickly. Even the AI knows the speed is the name of this game. Keanu Neal lost a step. I don't see anybody deep into free agency here that we could really benefit from. I mean, Paris Campbell. But again, I don't feel like I need him. So we're going to let free agency go. Derwin James was a big pickup for us. We're going to look into trading someone, potentially to move up in the draft, to select some of those guys that we've talked about. Are we going to Mekhi Becton? Absolutely. Mekhi Becton is a surefire mainstay on this team, unless he gets hurt again. But he's definitely somebody we want on this roster long term. Let's take a look at the free agency recap. Basically, the Patriots get Deontay Johnson. I really feel like they should have been in on the Terry McLaurin sweepstakes, but they weren't. Pittsburgh saw. I mean, they look at what we got to deal with here in the AFC. Terry McLaurin and Marcus Davenport both land in Pittsburgh. The Dolphins with Tony Pollard and C.J. Gardner Johnson strengthen their team. Evan Ingram going to the Giants along with Dalton Knox. They're gonna probably utilize two tight end sets. That's very surprising that the Giants would bid and get both of those tight ends. The Chicago Bears trying to strengthen their wide receiver core. They get Will Fuller to be their deep threat, and they get Sterling Shepard, former New York Giant, to be, just somebody they can rely on. Good hands type player. I really should have potentially bidded on Eric McCoy. I think I dropped the ball here. I think he would have been a really good replacement for our safety that we let go in free agency. But Jack Conklin was out here. Not somebody that I really needed, but kind of surprising he was there. So that's basically what free agency is going to look like. We're going to simulate to the draft. I'm going to look at what we have pick-wise. And we're maybe going to get on the horn and see what we want to do. Because I just, I don't know, guys. I don't know what we're looking at as far as draft picks. I haven't looked yet. We finished second in our division, but 8-9 is not really that great of a record. See where we're at draft pick wise. Okay, so with the Chargers going to the Super Bowl, their pick is 31st, which I kind of figured. We have the 16th pick. I feel like we can get the tight end with the 16th pick. But do we want to potentially trade up into the draft with this Chargers pick and this second round pick? All right, let's see here, guys. Let's make some calls. Let's see who'd be willing to trade down in this year's draft, potentially in the top 5. Let's look at our top 5. Who's got them? Who's got a top 5 pick? Arizona. We don't have anything that Arizona would want. Atlanta needs a quarterback, a left end, a right tackle. I mean, we just don't. We don't have anything that these guys would really want. Okay, a center, left end. We don't. We're not trading our quarterback for this. A middle linebacker. Maybe here's where things get interesting. Guys. The number 2 overall pick in the draft. We're gonna talk to Detroit. Okay, guys. I know what I'm about to do might be blasphemy to you. But C.J. Mosley is 31 years old. He has a huge contract. I know we're gonna take a ginormous cap hit in doing this, but he has a huge contract. I'm really wanting to move on from him at that spot. And let's see what their interest is. This trade would put the Lions over the... Oh, man. It would have been such a beautiful trade. Alright. Well, let's see if we can't... maneuver to the first round pick and the second pick. Alright. So we know that this 31st pick has value to these teams. So we're happy about that. We are. So now if we just find a team that has the cap space available that fits what we're trying to do, maybe we can make something happen. All right, so we're anybody that needs a middle linebacker. We're not really looking. The Panthers, however, they may not have a draft pick, but I'll tell you what they do have. They do have Brian Burns, and I'm very interested in Brian Burns. I'm extremely interested in, and I got kicked for inactivity. What the heck? I'm extremely interested in Brian Burns, though. I think we're gonna try to trade this draft pick, guys. I don't want it. This is not a deep draft. I'm targeting the tight end in the draft, and we're basically just gonna use everything else for depth. Maybe get a starting offensive lineman or so. Um, we're gonna go Panthers. We're gonna try to trade C.J. Mosley. You don't have a pick I want, but you definitely have a player that I would like. Okay. Okay. Is this something that the Panthers would potentially be interested in? Let's see. And they are. We get left end Brian Burns to play on our defense. We needed a pass rusher. We targeted a pass rusher. We moved up and we moved a draft pick and a second round draft pick, number one draft pick and a number two draft pick to get Brian Burns on this team. Do you think I overpaid? We'll see if you still think I overpaid when you see what Brian Burns is going to do on our team. Because with that guy now, we have a very good line. Obviously, we're weak at linebacker now, and we will try to address that as we're going. But I'm very happy with what we have right here. I'm extremely happy. Okay, so here's another thing, guys. James Whitehead. Who has interest in James Whitehead? The Rams have interest in James Whitehead. I'm not going to take a player from the Rams. I'm not interested in that. Who else has interest? Is there anybody that needs a safety, for instance? Can we maneuver something to get back into the first round? Here we go. The Browns, or the Buccaneers, rather. They need a strong safety. So is there any way that a straight up trade could be made? They don't have the cap room. That is a shame. The Chargers, we've already taken their first round pick. No one seems to have the cap room that's also interested in the safety except the Eagles. The Eagles, what is their draft pick? They have the number 7 overall draft pick. We've already traded our draft capital, which is a real shame, because we definitely would have loved to have moved up. Let's see, how bad do they want a safety? Not that bad. Okay. Is there anything else that we can do? Only quarterback in our roster. They're not interested in a running back. We've already traded our middle linebacker. We don't have enough on the roster to trade more people. Honestly. So, I think we're going to have to miss out on the 7th overall. But maybe we call the Eagles and we say, maybe the 12. How do you guys feel about the 12? They don't feel anything about the 12. So we're just going to have to let that go. We're going to probably wind up trading him maybe for a second round pick if we can. So we're not going to move him to free safeties. Too slow. Can we get a second round pick for him? I believe we're on the right track here. And maybe we use that second round pick to move up if we feel like the tight end might get taken ahead of us. We'll go with the fourth. We don't need all these late round picks. We got 2-6, which is we'll probably try to use that to get some offensive line depth. Alright, so we have successfully gotten rid of Whitehead, which is something that I really wanted to do. I'm not loving our offense right now, to be honest, because we did not upgrade it at all. But hopefully, we can. The Texans, with the #1 overall draft pick, they're going to take left end Jermaine Bronson. I do not think he was worthy of your #1 pick. The Lions are going to take. Oh, man, I just fast forwarded the whole draft to my pick. That's terrible. I wanted to do it one by one. That was a mistake. But is there any players on our board that we liked? Our tight end is still there. And I believe that is going to be our pick. Although the quarterback is also still here. His deep accuracy is a B. I don't love it. I think we're just going to go ahead and take the tight end, guys. Alright, Quincy. Are you an upgrade? An 87 speed, hidden dev, 21-year-old tight end, coming to the New York Jets. He looks like he's a beast. He really does. So, a first-round tight end. I mean, did we need another tight end? Maybe you could argue we didn't, but I will guarantee you that having a tight end with that kind of speed will help us down the road. We're going to simulate to our user pick. I'm just going to really try to target the best offensive lineman possible here. With this second round pick, let's see who we have available. Who is this guy? How did he run? Oh, elite speed. You don't say. I think we're going to break our rules and we're going to take a 96 speed receiver. He will be our slot instantly. And I guarantee, I get it, normal dev, I get it. But I guarantee you he will upgrade for us to a star before week 4. Mark it down. I'm telling you right now, that guy will be a star on this team. Okay, so I need offensive linemen. I've made no secret in this. So this left tackle, let's see what your strength is. Anthony Pitts, it is poor. We are not drafting that guy. It's never going to happen. Let's see about this free safety. Did he run? If he ran, he's got a chance. He did not. Another left tackle. We can flip the position. Another poor strength tackle. My goodness. It's not good. Anthony Lucas. I know he's Makai's position, but we can flip him. Marginal strength. Not it. Alright, we're gonna... Unless he's terrible strength. Solid strength. We're gonna draft him. 86 strength. He's probably gonna be our de facto starter. He's hidden dev. So maybe we get lucky there, and maybe he's a lot better than we thought he was. At least that's my hope. We're just going to try to plug and play some offensive linemen here so that way we don't have to dig into free agency for too much. The cap penalty next season is really going to hurt us. We understand that. So, I mean, we traded 2 high cap penalty players. So our draft room, you know, we're not going to have all the... We're gonna see what did this guy run? Good speed, elite change direction, elite excel. We're gonna take a flyer on him. I mean, he could probably be. We don't have a right outside linebacker, so if he's even decent, he has a chance to start day 1. I'm gonna go young here. I know this is probably not what a lot of you guys want to hear. Another season of maybe not playing well, but we have to remake the way that this team is. You know what I mean? We can't go in with the same type of team that we had last year. Slow, old, It's just not going to work. We're going to draft this guy. He's an 84 strength left tackle. Again, we're just trying to get linemen here. We just need bodies. We're not trying to revolutionize anything. Can I get a guard, maybe? Is there any guards left? How about this guy? Defensive tackle. Good strength, ran. Alright. I mean, not really anything to write home about, but I mean, it's the 7th round. Maybe that's the best we're going to do. Maybe we take a shot at Anton Cooper. Did not run well. Never mind. Maybe we take a shot at this pass protection right tackle. Potentially turning him into a guard. Marginal strength. Never going to happen, sir. What about this man-to-man cover guy? Could use another fast corner. He did not run at all in the combines. We have no idea. Elusive back. Ran well. I mean, he's a 7th round draft pick. Let's try him. 94 speed, 21 years of age. I mean, you never know. Maybe he'll come in and he'll play well for us. If Brees were to get injured, we definitely need to have something behind Brees. That's for sure. Okay. So here we're just looking to find the best lineman we can find. Maybe it's this guy. Let's see. Did he have any strength at all? Decent strength, we're drafting him. 84. Hidden Dev. Okay. Okay. That was a good pick. Do I love the fact that we needed a tight end there? No, but, you know, it is what it is. Pick player. Again, trying to get some offensive line depth. Anybody that we can find. Let's see what this day 3 corner is looking like. Marginal speed. You're never going to get drafted by me with that. Deep threat receiver. How did he run? Tavares Patterson is an elite speed receiver. He has poor strength, but he's good everywhere else. And we're going to take a shot on him. I mean, it never hurts to have speed. You know? I mean, receivers get hurt. You take a flyer on some of these guys who are just really fast. And you're trying to get somebody that can change the game. Maybe even as a kick returner. You never know. We just need game-changing speed out here. That's what we're trying to do. Alright, so... Okay, I think we're glitched. I want to try this one more time. Okay, we're here. Alright. So, any interior lineman? A power left tackle, easily converted to guard. Strength is solid, speed is good. 85 strength. Could be an easy conversion to guard. May be a starter day 1. Because we just have no one on the offensive line right now. Okay, let's see what our draft recap is, guys. Let's see who the best player in our draft was. Do we have any generational guys that we just missed? The tight end, a 73 overall. Not the best. The receiver is a 71 overall. 96 speed. I mean, we couldn't ask for better than that in the 2nd round. The 3rd round pick was the 71 overall center. A lot of these offensive linemen are just for depth. So we didn't do too bad in this draft. Let's see the NFL draft. That way we can judge. Did we miss anybody? I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't love it. 89 strength offensive lineman. I mean, that's good, but not. It's definitely some. I definitely feel better about having traded the Chargers pick for Brian Burns. I really do. Decent cornerback here, but again, nothing to write home about. Highsmith is pretty good. 92 speed, 93 excel. Again, though, I'm not seeing anything that's leaping off the page as a quote unquote better player. Oh, Javier Hines, 99 speed. Wow. I mean, we weren't looking for a receiver. How tall is this guy? 5'11", 99 speed, hidden dev. I mean, this guy is fantastic. Wow. I mean, that's a hell of a player. I think he might be the best player in the draft, honestly. I don't really see anybody that's like, you know, that much better than him. 84 speed, left outside linebacker. That's the entire first round. It's a bunch of mid talent. If I've ever seen mid talent, this is it. Just nobody good that I can look at and say, oh man, I wish we would have drafted that guy. Except Hines. Maybe him. Maybe he's the guy we missed. 88 speed safety. I just don't see anything. So I think we did the best we could do by getting potentially a game-changing tight end here. And we're going to try to trade one of our tight ends. Let's see who's got the best cap hit that we can handle. He's 30 years old. I know next year our cap hit's going to suck. He's a superstar, 30-year-old tight end. Can we trade him for a pick potentially next year? He's a superstar. Not gonna. We're gonna have to trade our stuff too, obviously. But can we make some room potentially? Well, I don't think we can do that, so we'll try to get a second rounder for him. I don't mind trading him for a second rounder. Cap hit's gonna suck, but I need some of these guys out of here. We just made so many bad contracts that honestly it's just not worth it. Can we trade this guy for anything? Maybe. I'm telling you right now, Brian Burns is going to be the guy that puts us into a much better position defensively than we were last year. We didn't upgrade our offense much. I'm not happy with that, really, to be honest. But we do have a game-breaking tight end speed-wise, so hopefully we can utilize that matchup and get him going. Um, we're gonna advance a week and get to the preseason, where I'm gonna look and see where we're at roster-wise and make the necessary moves. I will see you guys back for week one. I hope you guys like this offseason look. We signed Derwin James, and we just got kicked for inactivity. I'll get right with the franchise, but we signed Derwin James. We got Brian Burns in a trade, and we picked up a tight end in the first round who looks pretty good. So hopefully this will impact our season. We got rid of a lot of bad contracts. I know that's gonna suck next year for free agency, but we just had to do it. We had to get those guys off the books. So until I see you guys for week one in the regular season, don't break nothing. I'm out.